we'll do, we'll take a break. When we come back, we will take a look at the list of players that make up our national team. That will be going up against Antigua. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
It's a next-gen experience. Sign up today and get the best deals. 1 month free internet and our popular speed boost. We know your viewing habits are changing, and so are we. Bundled customers now qualify for a free MyTV subscription and 1 month free Debo 3 rental. Enjoy a new way to watch TV with access to tons of video on demand, 24-hour playback features, and quick access to YouTube, Netflix, social media apps, and much more. Join the Next Gen family today. Some restrictions apply. Next Gen, powered by Central TV and Internet.
Our country.
Our country.
Everybody. Our country.
Show it.
What makes a quality brand? Is it the perception, the product, or the price? We believe it is the product. That's why PureGuard focuses on its product. They use superior base oil together with the best additives in the business. Then, if quality product wasn't enough, they bring it to you at the most competitive prices. They do this without compromising product quality. Some oil brands you see on the shelf have compromised on their base oils, and some have gone as far as to use recycled oil. Let me reassure you completely, PureGuard in no way uses recycled oil. The fact is that they use the same quality of base oils and additives as the biggest brands. That's why they have the same API ratings as Castrol, Valvoline, and Shell. So how can PureGuard manage such competitive prices without compromise? While other brands focus on recognition accomplished through international marketing, which cost a lot, PureGuard instead cuts costs through minimizing overhead, exactly like the large-scale advertising. Their approach is to leave the advertising to the local distributor. This gives you uncompromising quality at a fraction of the price.
I'm Jason Jones.
And my name is Shane Casimiro. And together we host the Police Checkpoint Talk Show. You can check us out on Facebook at the Police Checkpoint Talk Show page. Feel free to like it where you can get updates on streaming notifications. You can also view us every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on the national channel.
Tune in to Police Checkpoint, your #1 source for law enforcement information.
Welcome back. In Group B, we can tell you that Colombia going up against Bolivia at the half. Colombia lead that game by 7 points, 38-31. But I mentioned before we went to break that we will take a look at some of the players that have made up the roster for our national team. And we must start with Daniel Canarquí. I think it was just right for Daniel Canarquí to be a part of our national team. He plays for the Griga Dream Ballers.
Yes, Daniel Canarquí, if he can start at the point guard tonight and go and in this tournament, he's 6'5", right around 240, 250. He has the size and he has the agility to move up and down the court with these teams that we're playing against. Our guards are generally small, and what we've seen in the Bahamas and Cuba game, that they have very big guards.
Yep.
So we have to put someone like a Daniel Kanarki at the one. He definitely has the passing ability and the vision to find his teammates. So definitely Daniel Kanarki, I would support being at the one position. We still have to see what the lineups are.
Right, and we haven't gotten the lineup as yet. But we have Jihad Wright, also the Belizean American who plays for San Pedro Tiger Sharks. He is a part of the national team, and so far in the season, he's averaging 12 points per game with 5 rebounds per game, along with 5 rebounds per game, 4 assists per game, and he's shooting very, very good from the free throw line, 83% from the free throw line.
Yes, another guy that brings size to this Belize national team. He has the agility. He definitely has the quickness on the floor, and he has the ability to take the ball to the hole. You know, it's going to come down to our defense, though, and definitely Jihad Wright is one of the premier defensive players in the NEBL, and let's see if he can convert that to this national team squad.
And I think from what we saw in the first game between Bahamas and Cuba, they played a high tempo ball.
Yes.
And I think Jihad Wright is one of the players that can match with them in the running game. He can get back very efficiently on defense, and he's also quick getting down the floor on offense. But we will see what will happen against the Antigua and Barbuda game that will be coming up pretty soon. And then we have Kirk Smith. You know, Kirk Smith is the son of Kirk Shabba Smith, so I get Kirk Smith Jr. He also is a part of the national team. We don't have a lot of information on this youngster. From what I was made to understand, he's only 19 years old.
Yes, and that is what we need. It's the changing of the guard. Literally, you're seeing new players that you haven't seen before. It has always been the Kita Costas and even the Milton Palacios, who's now their head coach. But it's a changing of the guard, and now these guys are going to be thrown into the fire. And the important thing now is who is going to emerge as the leader. The leader for this team, because we've always had that Kita Costa, that even if he's not playing, that he can galvanize the team. Who is going to step up tonight as that leader on this team?
That will be very, very interesting to see. And then we have Glincy Lopez. We know that Glincy Lopez is one of the premier point guard here in the country of Belize. But how healthy is Glincy Lopez? We saw in the Hurricanes' last game, he took a very heavy fall on the court there inside the Belize Civic Center. He had to been helped off the court, and so we are wondering how healthy is Glincy Lopez coming into this FIBA AMERICUP 2021. I saw
Glincy about 2 to 3 hours ago, and he looks okay. But looking okay in the hotel room and being on the floor is two different things. In July, when Glincy Lopez played Costa Rica, you know, there were 4 defenders that just clogged the lanes, and Glincy Lopez, I know he thinks he's Superman, and I know, and he has shown it time and time again that he is one of the premier slashers in the game. But this is where he is going to have to become a very smart player. You don't have the size to go up against these guys. Yes, you're going to have the quickness, but you're going to have to pass the ball. You cannot try to force the action, and that is where I want to see if Glincy Lopez is going to, not always be that one to take the lick and try to get back up, because we know he's a very tough player, but he has to make the smart decision. If it's not there, you have to pass it to the, break down the defense and kick the ball out for the shot.
This will be Devin Daly's second FIBA tournament in the last 4 months. And so if there is one guy that can bring our national team together, it is Devin Daly. Devin Daly can take the Belize flag, throw it over his shoulder, and he can take this team to victory tonight. And so it will be very interesting to see how Devin Daly approaches this game tonight. We know that in the regular season, so far he has been averaging 18.33 points per game, 4 assists per game to go along with 3.6 rebounds per game, and he's shooting 100% from the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's a very important stat, Ray. He has to let the game come to him. In the tournament last July, he did not have one of his best outings. He wasn't a major factor, but if he knows that his game, if he can get points at the line, he needs to make the right play. Don't force the shot. You know, you have to be very deceptive. It's not always about speed. It's more about quickness. Try and get the defender off balance. Try to put them into foul trouble and get your points at the line. And eventually, the team is going to break down and you can take over late.
When we look at another big guard that can match up with Cuba and the Bahamas, we must talk about Tyron Hall. Tyron Hall has just joined the NEBL. He plays for Verdes, but he also brings a height. He's about 6'2", 6'3", maybe even 6'4". And so he's huge, he's strong, he's quick. And so at that two-guard position, we know that we have the strength there in Tyron Hall. For the season, he's averaging 12.67 points per game to go along with 3.33 assists per game, 3.67 rebounds per game, and also shooting well from the free throw line at an 87% clip.
Yes, Tyron Hall, definitely a huge addition to the Verdes basketball club. Definitely have to, kudos to Leroy Laureano for recruiting him, not only to Verdes, but also to the national team. And definitely he can be one of these X factors for this team that we weren't really expecting to have at the beginning of the season or even for this national team. But he's here, he's definitely hungry, and he plays with a chip on his shoulder that he wants to be one of the dominant NEBL players, and he can show that now on this national team squad.
What we'll do, we'll go to a break. When we come back, we will continue to take a look at our Belize national basketball team. We'll be back.
Introducing the new Belize Bank mobile banking app. Convenient banking in the palm of your hand. It is user-friendly, secure, and free. You no longer need to go into the bank to check your account balance, make transfers from one account to another, or pay your bills. And that's not all. With the app's easy navigation, you can view your account statements, initiate transactions, and even use our locator to find the ATM or branch nearest you. Your life just got easier with the Belize Bank mobile banking app. Banking anytime, anywhere. Download the free mobile app today. The Belize Bank, our country, your bank.
Smart has gone from good to great. Yo!
Flex, Choice, Select, and Plus.
Because Smart postpaid plans have been pumped up. Our Flex Junior and Choice plans now have voice, text, and data. So you get to enjoy even more for the same price. That's great. But we didn't stop there. Select and Plus plans customers get 75% more data to stream, download, and surf. Plus unlimited talk and text. You can ask about our share and enterprise plans. So don't hold back, because Smart has gone from good to great.
West Track and Orange Walk is determined to meet the needs of everyone in Sugar City. We have added a full line of heavy-duty parts to keep all your trucks and equipment in the fields or on the road. We've also improved our stock to ensure we have exactly what you're looking for. Additionally, we want to keep your convenience and time as our top priority. That's why you can now contact us through messaging on WhatsApp or Facebook. We are here waiting to serve you on all of your automotive, agricultural, and industrial needs.
The Mighty Avengers, a story of passion, dedication.
For us, football was first over everything else.
And a story of patriotism.
And we call it the shotgun game, because there were soldiers surrounding the field.
Defending the pride of the Western District.
I will give the credit to young boys that formed themselves into a famous football team named Avengers.
A story of a team that became a family.
Each for one, one for all.
A story of great loss and one of great glory.
This was part of the legend of Avengers. We begin from scratch and come right up. And we were at the top of the table for many, many years.
The Mighty Avengers journey to the Hall of Fame. Coming soon, only on the National Channel.
Welcome back to our pre-game show. Coming up next will be Belize going up against Antigua and Barbuda in about the next 15 minutes or so. But we are taking a look at our national team players. And when we talk about one of the veteran leadership for our national team, we must talk about Richard Troyer. Richard Troyer played his college ball in the United States of America. He played on several national teams already. And so, you know, national team play is nothing strange for Richard Troyer. And he normally steps up his game when he performs for the national team. For the NEBL season, he's averaging 16 points per game to go along with 9 rebounds per game. And he's shooting 75% from the free throw line.
Yes, Richard Troyer, this is where things are going to get very interesting for the Belize national team. I would personally put Richard Troyer at the 5. He is one of the top 3-point shooters in the league. And he can definitely, if he is knocking down 3-point shots, he is going to force the center out of the paint, which is going to open up the lanes for our other guys. So I feel if they try to run the offense early through Richard, and he is getting those shots, and then on the defensive end, he is somebody that picks up more offensive fouls than anybody in the NEBL. He is somebody that's going to get in your face, get in your head, and you can see this game turn into a scrappy game that Belize can definitely have the mental edge over this Antigua and Barbuda team here tonight.
When we look at our premier rebounder, he had led the league several seasons, talking about the NEBL, Brian White. He's not having one of his best seasons so far, but round 2 will be getting started next weekend. Brian White numbers is unlike Brian White. He's averaging 4 points per game to go along with 6.67 rebounds per game, and he's only shooting 33% from the free throw line. Will Brian White use the FIBA AMERICUP to jumpstart his NEBL with the Hurricanes?
The Hurricanes is a deep team, and a lot of times you get complacent. But this team, this Belize team, is not as deep and not as stacked. Everybody from 1 through 12 is going to have to pull their weight to pull out victories over this weekend. And definitely Brian White, what he does on the floor, he's not only the premier rebounder in the NEBL right now, he is the premier passing center in the NEBL. And him, if he is to come off the bench, I am looking for that connection with Brian White and Clancy Lopez in the fast break to create fast break opportunities for this Belize national team. So that connection after defensive rebound, pushing their tempo up the floor to the full throttle Clancy Lopez, that's definitely something that I'm looking forward to here tonight for Belize.
Elvis Oliveira, who plays for the Defender, he came over from Orange Walk. He's now a member of our national team. He's just not a wide body, but this guy plays strong. He plays very aggressive under the basket. He will need to bring that aggressiveness and that strong play tonight to help our Belize national team to pull off a victory against Antigua and Barbuda. He's only averaging 8.5 points in the NEBL season to go along with 6.5 rebound per game. But interestingly, he's shooting 71% from the free throw line.
Yes, and what we're seeing is that guys that got selected are shooting a high free throw percentage. And definitely these are guys that are going to draw fouls. Brian White, Elvis Oliveira, and others. So we want to see them aggressive in the post. We want to see them pass out of double teams if double teams do come, and they are going to have to box out well. This is going to be key for us. Keeping guys off the offensive glass in this game, especially if these teams are taller than us. But when it comes to positioning themselves to get rebounds, definitely Brian White and Elvis Oliveira is at the top of their game in that category.
All right, what we'll do, we'll go to a break as we see both teams are already on the court putting in their warm-up session. So what we'll do, we'll go to a break and then we will come back with more of our pre-game show.
It's a next-gen experience. Sign up today and get the best deals. 1 month free internet and our popular speed boost. We know your viewing habits are changing, and so are we. Bundled customers now qualify for a free MyTV subscription and 1 month free Debo 3 rental. Enjoy a new way to watch TV with access to tons of video on demand, 24-hour playback features, and quick access to YouTube, Netflix, social media apps, and much more. Join the Next Gen family today. Some restrictions apply. Next Gen, powered by Central TV and Internet.
Our country.
Our country.
Everybody. Our country.
Our country.
Our country. Our country.
The Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
With Smart's affordable roaming rates, I can now roam without borders.
When visiting the US or Mexico, prepaid and postpaid customers can make calls at even lower rates than in Belize, while enjoying local rates on texts and reliable data connection wherever you roam. So go ahead and go without borders.
With roaming rates so low, it's like I never left home.
As we welcome you back to our pre-game show, I just want to mention Alexander Watson sending best wishes to Brian Almendares and Vanessa Almendares as he hails from Florida. He just wants us to know that he is watching with us tonight.
Yes, and pleasant. Thank you for tuning in from all over the world. We know definitely Belize is well represented around the globe, and we definitely like that you have chose TNC as a part of your weekend to support your team Jaguars, Team Belize, the young boys, the changing of the guard. We're definitely going to show the world that we can and we do belong on the world stage.
Well, what we need to do, we need to have the Belizean come out in numbers tonight inside the Belize Civic Center to be that sixth man in the bleachers to trigger the energy that our team will need tonight. We saw it in volleyball, and that speaks volume for itself. 4,000 plus inside the Belize Civic Center cheering on our national girls, and they pull off a huge upset against Guatemala. And so we saw from that when the fans really come together and send that energy directed on the court, then it just propels over to our players and the performance is off the hook.
In the past, Civic Center not only used to hold 4,500, we used to pack, I don't know how many, we pack 6,000 in a Civic. You feel the court waving and all from all that, from all those live bodies in the Civic Center. We need that kind of crazy support for this national team. The fan support is what willed us to the 1998 CARICOM Championships in this Belize Civic Center. A lot of the young people don't know about the success that we've had in the past, and that is why there's sort of an expectation from me that we can carry on that mantle. Yes, we are not as consistent as we should be on the world stage in terms of participating and get our ranking up. But when we assemble teams, we can be successful. Come out and support Team Belize.
What we're doing now, we're getting set for the playing of the national anthem of both Antigua and Barbuda and also Belize.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Belize.
There we have it, the playing of the national anthem of Belize. And we are just about a couple minutes away from tip-off here inside the Belize Civic Center. What we'll do, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineup for you. We'll have the officials that will be officiating tonight's game, and we'll also be having tip-off time. We'll be back.
It's a next-gen experience. Sign up today and get the best deals. 1 month free internet and our popular speed boost. We know your viewing habits are changing, and so are we. Bundled customers now qualify for a free MyTV subscription and 1 month free Debo 3 rental. Enjoy a new way to watch TV with access to tons of video on demand, 24-hour playback feature, and quick access to YouTube, Netflix, social media apps, and much more. Join the Next Gen family today. Some restrictions apply. Next Gen, powered by Central TV and Internet.
Our country.
Our country.
Everybody. Our country.
Our country.
Our country. Our country.
The Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Matthew.
As we're having the introduction of players inside the Belize Civic Center. Starting lineup for Antigua.
We have Vivian Destin, number 4, guard. Number 5, Kareem Edwards, forward, 196 pounds. We have number 8, Cohen De Souza, forward, 201 pounds. At the other forward position, we have Clinton Joshua. And at the center position, we have Brian Matthews, center, 201 pounds. So definitely when it comes to the girth, I think we would have that advantage with Brian White versus Brian Matthew at the center position. So let's see how that plays out with those two Brian versus Brian going at it down low.
For the Belize national team, we have starting tonight number 1, Daniel Conarkey, number 8, Glency Lopez, number 10, Devin Daly, number 12, Richard Troyer, and number 13, Brian White. Tonight, officials. The crew chief, Gabriel Ramirez Leal from Mexico. Umpire 1, Carlos Andres Valles Landonia from Colombia. And umpire 2, Orlando Jose Varela Diaz from Honduras. So those are the guys that will be officiating tonight's game between Belize and Antigua and Barbuda.
If you don't want to see how fast this Antigua team is, they're definitely lean in terms of the weight. Both guard positions are under 200 pounds. We see the forward position of Kareem Edwards at 196 pounds, Clinton Joshua at 203 pounds, and the center at 201 pounds. So we want to see if this is a run and gun team. We want to see how our stamina holds up with this team and what is the game plan when it comes to the defensive end. Because once we can create turnovers, we know that these boys from Belize can run and get points in the transition.
And to continue, before we go to tip-off, I just want to mention the rest of players making up our national team. We have Ellsworth Itza, Matthew Young playing for the Defenders, Ellsworth Itza playing for Verdes, Edgar Mitchell playing for the Brigade Dream Ballers. So those are the guys that were selected to represent Belize in the FIBA AMERICUP 2021 pre-qualifiers.
Yes, and what an advantage it is to have Edgar Mitchell off of the bench, the premier assist man for the past 3 seasons, and he can definitely light it up from outside. So let's see how these guys mesh with one another. You know, they are their opponents, you know, in the NEBL, but tonight they are teammates. And definitely one thing with these guys, we don't see a lot of egos in the NEBL. We see a lot of team guys, very, very humble. So you see, I guess that's one of the players that just played. He's from Cuba. So he's nursing a shin, probably a bruised shin. But as I've said, our guys are very humble, and I think that they are going to mesh well together here tonight.
And I just want to mention something about Ellsworth Itza. He comes into national team play as the leading rebounder in the NEBL, averaging 11.67 rebounds per game.
Yes, and he has a lot of experience when it comes to the national team. He played last July with the national team, and he represented Belize at the Central Basket in Dominican Republic in 2010. So he definitely has past experience, and he's now, back then he was one of the youngsters, he's now one of those veteran presence that definitely brings instant toughness to this Belize national team, along with Richard Troyer.
For Belize in the white jersey, Antigua and Barbuda in their red with yellow trim jersey, as we are getting set for tip-off inside the Belize Civic Center.
So it's going to be number 8, Cohen De Souza versus Richard Troyer for Belize. And Richie wins the tip-off for Team Belize. So we have Clency Lopez. Clency Lopez defended here by Kareem Edwards. Clancy Lopez up top to Richard Troyer, as he said he'll be looking for his three-point shot. Clancy for three. And that is short. And the rebound is rebounded there by Kareem Edwards. He said we want to see what sort of speed this Antigua team has. Edwards for three. Yes. 3-0 Antigua and Barbuda.
That time Edward with a wide open look, and he nailed the first shot of the game, and it's a 3-point shot.
Now we have Devin Daly thinking about the three. Swing around. Richie for three. Ooh. Belize on the board, and as I said, Richie at the stretch 4 or 5 is going to create problems this weekend for these teams.
It will be interesting to see how we play defensively against Antigua tonight. That time a turnover by Antigua and Barbuda.
9:01, first 59 seconds expired. Clancy Lopez. See, the height advantage goes to Edwards. Brian White, Richie for three. Ooh, back-to-back threes for Richard Troyer.
Richie very focused tonight coming into tonight's play against Antigua and Barbuda, nailing his first 2 baskets with 6 points in the ball game.
This man shows up for his national team time and time again, represented Belize all the way back in 2009 at the Cocaba Championship in Cancun. Daniel Kanarki, Richie, can he go for the trifecta? Step back three. Pass! Ooh, Richie! Back to back. 9-3 Belize over Antigua and Barbuda.
And you can see Team Belize having fun already in the first quarter of this ball game. And foul will be called against Clancy Lopez. First foul in the first quarter. But what a shooting by Richard Troyer tonight to start off the first quarter.
Yes. And as I said, if he shows up to play as he is and he starts shooting those threes, you're going to have to pay attention to him, and that is going to open up the lanes later on. So you see number 8, Cohen de Souza driving in and missing, rebounded there by Daniel Kanarki. Daniel, Clancy, out to Daniel for 3. And the miss there, rebounded there by Cohen de Souza.
But this is what I like about the Belize national team, that even Daniel Kanarki getting that rebound, he can push the ball. Also, you don't have to wait for Clancy Lopez to come and get the ball.
We see step back 3. And no good, rebounded there by Clancy Lopez, and instant pushing the offense. Richie for 3. No good. Rebound is on. The second chance opportunity denied as Daniel throws it to Vivian Destin. And there's a foul, and that will be 3 free throws.
And the foul will be called against Daniel Kanarki. But I like the aggressiveness of Clancy Lopez on the defensive glass so far in the first quarter for Team Belize. So far, he has 2 defensive rebounds.
Yes, when it comes to size, even though we may not have the height, and it's not really a big difference, as the first free throw for Brian Matthew. As you see, is there a change? No, yes, there is a change. No, that's Cohen de Souza. I guess they're just getting instructions from their coach. Second free throw is missed.
Brian Matthew playing center tonight for Antigua and Barbuda. He is 6'7", and this guy is 42 years old.
Yeah, he is definitely a fountain of youth. Doesn't look it at all. And he makes the free throw.
9-5 ball game, 7:10 remaining here in the first quarter.
Devin Daly not ready for that pass, and it's a turnover for Belize. And Antigua has an opportunity to make it a 1-possession game. Vivian Destin versus Clancy Lopez. Destin. Let's see Kareem for 3, missing there. Clancy with another rebound. Clancy Lopez up top to Daniel Kanarki. Richie for 3. Ooh, Richard Troyer. 12 points for Team Belize. 7-point lead.
Out of 5 from behind the 3-point strike. Richard Troyer feeling it tonight.
Antigua for 3. In and out. Rebounded there by Brian White. Daniel Kanarki. Turnover. Is there a foul?
It was a deflection of Antigua and Barbuda, so the ball stays with Team Belize.
And if Richard Troyer takes this game, his game that he's playing right now to Verdes, I'm telling you that's going to look good for Verdes moving forward.
We see Jihad Wright check into the ball game along with Ellsworth Itza for Team Belize.
Lindsay Lopez swinging it around, and the premier passer, Boogie to Clancy. What a pass to Itza! And Itza making his impact felt. 14-5.
That is good to see Lindsay getting Ellsworth immediately into the offensive flow for Team Belize.
There are no egos on this team, I guarantee you. Richie, and will be called with the foul. And that's what Richie can't do. Richie cannot be overzealous and pick up fouls. He's having a tremendous game here right now, as we see Richie's moving over to the 5. See that's Vivian Destin out to Kareem Edwards.
Good defense there by Jihad Wright.
Vivian loses, but they say off the hands of Clancy Lopez, and ball will remain with Antigua and Barbuda.
And they're trying to use that mismatch between Vivian and Clancy Lopez, but Clancy Lopez is beating Vivian to the spot so far.
Brian trying to get into the 3-party, but it's an air ball. It's a offensive foul, says the referee.
Even though it was an offensive foul, I love the finish from Ellsworth. It's using the left hand that time, going glass.
Is running 6'8", right around 230 pounds. He is looking great. As I said, the NEBL has these guys in shape, ready to play, clicking on all cylinders early in the first.
I thought it could have been a blocking foul because it seemed that the player from Antigua were in the restricted area.
As you see, Antigua and Barbuda gets on the board. That's number 13, Clinton Joshua with the point. And the ball will remain with Team Belize.
14-7 with 5:16 remaining in the first quarter, and Team Belize looking sharp with the excellent shooting from Richard Troyer. 4 out of 5 from behind the 3-point arc.
And Richie goes for a breather. It's for the jumper. Grazes the rim. And we have number 5, and that is Kirk Shabba Smith Jr. with the jumper. 16-7 Belize.
Very smooth jump shot from Kirk Smith Jr.
It's kick it back up to Brian Matthew.
Quick hands of Jihad Wright.
Good fake there from Antigua and Barbuda. Vivian draws the foul. Vivian Destin of Antigua and Barbuda draws the foul and will go to the line for 2 free throws.
FIBA AMERICUP 2021 is brought to you by Central TV and Internet.
You see Brian Matthew taking a breather. And now number 15, Sharif Sergeant in the ball game.
6'9", 27 years old, Sharif Sergeant. First free throw good.
As Vivian Destin with the first free throw.
Vivian Destin is 6'2", 32 years old, and he plays with Stinger in the Antigua and Barbuda Basketball League.
As Vivian makes both free throws. Sorry, that's you see Edgar Mitchell. They kick it up top to Kirk Smith. Second chance opportunity awarded to Belize after that offensive rebound. Jihad Wright in the ball game. Edgar saying, I'm wide open. It's can they find Boogie? Boogie swinging it around.
Tyrone Hall.
Ooh. I'm telling you, Verdes defense is looking quite well for Team Belize in this ballgame.
That time Tyrone Hall is wasting his defender and then step back for the three.
1912, Antigua and Barbuda. Edgar Mitchell, Tyrone Hall. Boogie, turnover. Ball back to Antigua and Barbuda.
3:55 remaining in the first quarter.
We see Antigua and Barbuda. Good defense there. Good defense from Team Belize, denying the pass inside to the post, forces the three shot. Boogie thinks about the three, gets it out. Two, Jihad for three. Boom! 22-12, 10-point lead for Team Belize. Jihad right.
6 out of 7 from behind the three-point arc for Belize tonight in the first quarter.
Turn around, trying to go glass. Number 15, Sharif Sergeant. Does he draw the foul?
Tyrone Hall also down for Team Belize.
Collision.
Ooh.
So it began with D'Souza.
He took a left elbow in the jaw.
So D'Souza is the one that got up with Alexis. Is that? Yeah, but Tyrone Hall is the one that ended up getting the brunt of it.
As we have a timeout on the floor, what we'll do, we'll take a break and then we will come back with more first quarter action. What a shooting display by Team Belize in the first quarter. We'll be back.
Our country.
Our country.
Everybody. Our country.
Our country.
Our country. Our country.
The Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
In the fourth quarter with 5:17 remaining, it's Colombia leading Bolivia 75-48. It's a 27 points lead for the Colombians.
Pretty good shooting display by our South American counterparts, and what a shooting display here for Belize. And as I said, once we're on the international scene, we always show up to play. We are one of those dark horses because we don't have the ranking, and that's on us. We are the ones to blame for not having a FIBA ranking. But when we play like top 25 talent in the world.
Ryan Matthew at the free throw line, making good on the first free throw with one more to go. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line so far in the first quarter.
So far, Team Antigua playing Vivian Destin and Cohen D'Souza, probably two of their top players. They haven't gotten a break as yet. And we're looking for the three ball. Boogie, as you see, Kurt Shabba-Smith. Good passing display, but good defense.
8 seconds to shoot
good
for
recovery,
Team
and they go glass. If the three ain't there, as I said, the passing lane is, the drive lane is going to be there as well.
That time Jihad Wright, very cool with the shot clock winding down.
He's one of the best finishers at the guard position in the NEBL and for Team Belize. Good defense there from Boogie on Destin. And ball back to Team Belize, and the ball is deflected by Antigua and Barbuda. Excellent defense there. It's an 11-point lead, 24-13 with 2:31 to go in the first quarter.
What I loved just a while ago was the aggressiveness by Team Belize, both Edgar Mitchell and Kirk Smith going for the defensive rebound.
Gar Mitchell. Gar Mitchell into Brian White. Thought he was going to go for the give and go. He's still looking for the 3-ball. Antigua definitely bringing up their players. They definitely respect our outside shooting.
And this is when we should start driving the ball to the basket, getting the foul, go to the free throw line. Belize with 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Boogie. Shaba for 3. No good. And the rebound there. Vivian. We see number 10 with the Euro. That is Dwayne James off the bench with the Euro.
It's a beautiful move by James going to the reverse side with the layup.
Boogie up top to Tyrone. Kirk Shaba Smith Jr. And Hall. It's deflected off the foot of Antigua and Barbuda, and ball will remain with Team Belize with 9 seconds on the shot clock and 1:48 in the first quarter.
And we see some changes. Richard Troyer back in the ball game along with Devin Daly. Also Glency Lopez.
Richard Troyer. And Daniel turns it over right off the bench. Destin! And a foul is called, and is that Vivian Destin will be going to the line.
And that foul call against Richard Troyer. That's his second foul in the ball game.
You know, Belizeans are kind of skeptic. You know, they want to see what Team Belize has up. I'm telling you, we have world-class talent show up either tonight or tomorrow as we take on Bahamas. And then Sunday for the grand finale against Cuba.
Very good free throw shooting by Antigua and Barbuda here in the first quarter.
Dwayne James making his presence felt off the bench. And he makes them both. 24-17, 7-point lead for Belize. Daly for 3. No good. Rebounded there by Richard Troyer. Bounce pass. Richie. Good defense here from Antigua and Barbuda. And can we prevent the transition offense? Wow, strong move there by Sharice Sargent. Too wild there and miss as Richard Troyer gets it up top to Daniel Conarchy. And I like this here, Daniel being the one to set up the plays at the 1. And Daniel Conarchy trying to get it inside to Brian White. And ball is deflected out of bounds. Still remaining with Team Belize with 8 seconds to go on the shot clock and 1 minute to go in a highly high-paced, high-octane offense display for Team Belize. And not on turnover. Antigua.
Offensive foul.
Yes, he used the elbow. You could have seen that from a mile away. That was, as you see, the push there by number 7, Joel McIntosh. Daniel Conarchy bumps pass! And Brian White had to go, but Daniel Conarchy unable to get that third chance opportunity to go. Is that an offensive
traveling violation call against number 10, and that's Dwayne James, 6'4", 36-year-old player for Antigua and Barbuda. 33.3 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1 as Team Belize is holding on to a 7-point lead.
Evan Daly back up top to Daniel Conarchy. Kirk Shaba Smith up top to the Daly Show. Devin Daly goes baseline up top to Clinty for 3. No good. And Antigua and Barbuda can settle for the final shot if they choose to. Kick it up top. Antigua for 3. No good. Final shot for Belize. Clincy, not a good pass.
That time just too unselfish.
Team Belize, can they get it off? Yes, they do. No. 34-17 at the end of one.
A very good first quarter for Team Belize, leading by 7 points. What we'll do, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have quarter number 2 from inside the Belize Civic Center.
It's a next-gen experience. Sign up today and get the best deals. 1 month free internet and our popular speed boost. We know your viewing habits are changing, and so are we. Bundled customers now qualify for a free MyTV subscription and 1 month free Debo 3 rental. Enjoy a new way to watch TV with access to tons of video on demand, 24-hour playback features, and quick access to YouTube, Netflix, social media apps, and much more. Join the Next Gen family today. Some restrictions apply. Next Gen, powered by Central TV and Internet.
Our country.
Our country.
Everybody. Our country.
Our country.
Our country. Our country.
The Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
At WestTrack Belize City, we are looking to help you save both your time and money. We've also improved our stock levels to ensure we have everything you might need for your automotive or agricultural needs. Additionally, WestTrack has added heavy-duty and industrial parts to keep your trucks and equipment running. At WestTrack Belize City, we understand that your time is important, so we want to bring our services to you at your convenience. Now you can simply send us a message on WhatsApp or Facebook, and we will be right there to help with any questions you may have.
I'm Jason Jones.
And my name is Shane Casimiro, and together we host the Police Checkpoint Talk Show. You can check us out on Facebook at the Police Checkpoint Talk Show page. Feel free to like it, where you can get updates on streaming notifications. You can also view us.
As we're on the way here with second quarter action, Lindsay Lopez coming up with the defensive rebound.
And another turnover. As you see, Kareem Edwards. Kareem up top to number 7 from downtown. Yes! It's now a 4-point lead for Team Belize. That is Joel McIntosh from deep downtown. And El Canarque. Shawa Smiths. Finger roll didn't no good.
A little bit short on the finger roll.
And that was now a 24-19. McIntosh back-to-back threes. And it's now a 1-possession lead.
McIntosh showing that he is lethal from behind the 3-point arc.
Lindsay Lopez. What a pass to Brian White, his teammates.
He should have went straight up to the basket with that ball. Brian White that time decided to bring the ball down, giving the defensive player time to get in there and get a piece of the ball.
See Jerome Richardson in the game as well for Antigua and Barbuda, going deeper into their bench. Clancy Lopez. And anytime Clancy goes strong like that to the basket, you know, it's definitely a showstopper. You have to take a deep breath. Clancy drawing the foul and going to the line. You see Sergeant closing off the driving lane and is called for the foul. Clancy with the first free throw. It's now 25-23. Belize. Lane violation.
Basket is good, as a lane violation was called against Antigua and Barbuda, so count the point.
And it's still a 1-possession lead for Team Belize. Antigua and Barbuda can tie the game up on this possession. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded there by Devin Daly. Clancy, woo! Coast to coast from Corozal to Toledo. Clancy Lopez, what a layup.
Clancy, now you see me, then you don't. Lopez going very strong to the basket.
Kirk Smith trying to fall.
And the foul is called there against Jerome Richardson.
Strong move. Kids watching at home, that's how you do it. Go straight up. Don't be afraid of the contact.
As we have a timeout on the floor called by Antigua and Barbuda, what we'll do, we'll take a break and then we will come back with more second quarter action.
With Smart's affordable roaming rates, I can now roam without borders.
When visiting the US or Mexico, prepaid and postpaid customers can make calls at even lower rates than in Belize, while enjoying local rates on texts and reliable data connection wherever you roam. So go ahead and go without borders.
With roaming rates so low, it's like I never left home.
Smith will be at the free throw line trying to complete the three-point play. 30-23, it's a 7-point lead for Team Belize, 8:04 remaining in the first half.
Team Belize holding off this run by Antigua and Barbuda, who brought it as close to a 2-point game. It's now an 8-point game for Team Belize.
Team Belize going with the zone defense.
McIntosh. Will he go for the three?
Very good defense by Devin Daly.
Yes, as see Dwayne James. Dwayne James defended there by Connor Kay. And good defense, better offense by Dwayne James, making his presence felt off of the bench. Brian White. Connor Kay for three. Ooh! 9-point lead for Team Belize.
One of the guy that is in the running for the 2019 MVP in the NEBL.
And in my opinion, it's 1-2, both players from the Dangriga Dream Ballers. 34-25. One of the all-time greats for Belize, Darren Bolvell, now an assistant coach on Team Belize.
And that was the right call by the crew chief. For the youngsters watching tonight, whenever you are in a defensive mode, you got to keep your arms straight up, parallel to your body. That time, young Kirk Smith brought his arm a little bit forward, and that's the reason why the foul was called.
See Sharice Surgeon missing the first free throw.
Salute to the Surgeon as he missed his first free throw.
Urgent. And he makes the second. 8-point lead.
Davis Oliveira inside the ball game for Team Belize.
And now Kanaki off the screen from Shaba. Kanaki for three. In and out. And that is a tripping.
Yes, foul call against Elvis Oliveira.
Not in the act of shooting. You see Sharice Surgeon coming off the...
Checking back into the ball game for Antigua and Barbuda, number 4, Vivian Destin, the 6'2" point guard.
You see Destin defended there by Clancy Lopez. McIntosh, you know, he wants to fire off another one. See Jerome Richardson. Jerome, turn around, trying to go high off the glass. Good defense here from Team Belize. And you see the full court trap.
That time, Daniel Kanarki taking the ball into 3 defenders, almost giving the ball back to Antigua and Barbuda. As he is now out of the game, checking in the ball game, Edgar Boogie Mitchell.
So we got some quick first half stats for you. 4 of 5 from downtown. Richard Troyer, 12 points with a plus minus of 5. Kurt Chaba-Smith, 5 points. Clinton Lopez, 4 points.
Edgar Mitchell with the offensive rebound, and the foul will be called against Brian Matthew, the 6'7" center for Antigua and Barbuda.
Devin Daly up top to Kurt Chaba-Smith. Clincy for 3. No good.
That time he hesitated.
Yeah. Just catch and release. You just have to shoot in stride.
Yeah.
As McIntosh, offensive rebound from Richardson.
The block by shot by Kirk Smith.
Yes.
Very aggressive youth for Team Belize.
7 seconds the shot. The ball never hit the rim, so it doesn't really climb.
3 to go, 2 to go, 1.
Not good defense.
And it's a 24-second shot clock violation call against Antigua and Barbuda with 5:57 remaining in the first half. And Team Belize holding on to a 8 points lead.
Definitely a mental lapse from both teams because both of them were confused on both ends of the floor, but it definitely goes well for us as it's a turnover as Jihad Wright checks into the ball game for Clancy Coupe Lopez. So you see the stats for Antigua and Barbuda. Joel McIntosh, that's Dwayne James off the bench with 9 points and 2 rebounds, and Joel McIntosh with 2 threes in the game with 6 points and 1 rebound. Kurt Chaba-Smith, Richard Troyer, Boogie,
5 to shoot.
Richie inside to Jihad Wright. Does he draw the
Just
ball?
got it off, and he was fouled. Jihad Wright will be going to the free throw line, shooting 2 free throws. That time, Team Belize milking the 24-second shot clock.
Jihad Wright is fouled there by De Sousa. Now goes to the line.
Jihad Wright, 83% free throw shooter from the line as he missed his first free throw. Commentators jinx. With 1 more to go. Second one is up, and that is no good.
Pretty good shooting percentage thus far by Team Belize. 44% as a team, as you see McIntosh out to, that's James. No, that's number 8, Cohen De Souza, my mistake. And we see an injury holding his...
And that's Vivian Destin, the point guard, the 6'2" point guard, 32-year-old player for Antigua and Barbuda.
Holding his high ankle. High ankle.
Let's see what happened here as he came down and slipped.
Yeah, he slipped.
All his weight went on his left ankle.
Let's hope that he's okay. See the crew on the floor. And ball will be back to Team Belize.
Head coach for Team Belize, Milton Palacio, and if you followed Milton Palacio NBA career, you know he played some with the Boston Celtics, and he also played with Utah Jazz, also Toronto Raptors.
Yes, he was definitely one of the NBA TV's favorite players when it comes to the 6-man position. You know, we used to tune in every night to listen to if they were going to give him a mention.
Richie with the steal.
14 points for Richard Troyer.
Quick hands by Richard Troyer and the layup.
Dwayne James goes glass.
Dwayne James have gained, taking that ball right into the chest of Richard Troyer.
Richie for three. And that one is short.
That time a little bit too quick on the trigger by Richard Troyer.
Give it up to Brian Matthew for three. And Destin with the second chance opportunity after he gets the rebound. Matthew up top to McIntosh.
McIntosh can hit the three-point shot.
Daly not taking any chances. Good defense from Daly. You see James stolen. Jihad.
The quick hands of Jihad Wright coming up with the steal. And here comes Devin Daly, but we have an offensive foul. Call against Team Belize.
It's definitely huge. But I've gotten it up to 9 points, and now that swing can, you know, if Antigua is able to capitalize, could bring down this lead to 5 or 4 points.
The time Belize call for the moving screen. Open up the lane for Devin Daly to take that ball all the way to the basket.
Destin. McIntosh. Up to Matthew. Back up to James inside. To Destin. Posting.
Yes, but what a defense by Edgar Mitchell. Pushing him deep to the baseline.
Yes, he posted, but the toaster was out. Matthew Young, one of the most efficient players in the NEBL, scores an instant offense for Matthew Young off the bench.
Using the left hand going glass.
So you see team owner John Marsden in the building. De Sousa, good defense there from Richard Troyer, who bothered that pass inside to James and turns it over.
As we have a timeout called by Antigua and Barbuda with 3:20 remaining in the first half, we'll take a break. Team Belize very aggressive here in the first half. Richard Troyer leading the way with 12 points.
Yes, Team Belize shooting 47% from the field to just 30% for Antigua. Boogie! And that percentage is going to go down. Transition for Antigua. Destin! And easy miss there. And I don't think that should have been called a foul. You know, he is the one that went up into Daniel Conarkey.
His hand came slightly over the arm of Destin, and that's the reason why the foul was called, and that will put Destin at the free throw line. Let's take a look at it right there, and that's a very good call, and he will be shooting 2 free throws.
10-point lead for Team Belize. In and out. Destin. And
tonight, FIBA AMERICUP qualifier is brought to you by Belize Bank, our country, your bank.
And the second one goes for Antigua and Barbuda. Now a 9-point lead.
As we see Daniel Conarkey getting a breather. Lindsay Lopez back in the ball game.
We see Clancy Lopez. Clancy splits the defense, gets it to go.
I am just amazed by this guy. He have a bigger heart than his size, but he just get the job done.
CC number 13, Clinton Joshua.
Matthew Young that time with aggressive defense.
Yes. Tomahawk!
And the fans inside the Civic Center erupting after that jam from Jihad Wright.
Cohen de Sousa. What a defensive play there from Clancy Lopez. Team Belize on the break.
Attacking. And you recall for the offensive foul. Very good defense by Antigua and Barbuda. That time it's Clinton Joshua getting in the way of Clancy Lopez, the 6'8" forward, and he's 36 years old, taking a pounding from Clancy Lopez.
Team Belize close to shooting 50% from the field as a team. What an offensive display they have shown here tonight. We have that's Destin as Richard Troyer is on the bench. Destin versus Clancy. Wow, that's a hit stick. And the turnover. Clancy, can you see me now? But he missed there.
Very good defensive play there by Clinton Joshua. Hitting, that's number 10. That's Dwayne James throwing the ball off one of the Belize player.
They're saying as you have 1:54 remaining in the ball game. Tomorrow, Belize plays Bahamas. It looks good in HD, but it's even better to have the 6-man in the stands. Team Belize. Belize fans support Team Belize. 42-29, 13-point lead. Belize. See Destin defended there by Boogie Mitchell as you see Clinton Joshua inside to Dwayne. James there with the miss. And I'm telling at the guard position, we have speed with Edgar Mitchell and Clancy Lopez.
A blocking foul call against Vivian Destin, that time against Edgar Boogie Mitchell, two-time NEBL assist leader.
See Matthew Young. 6'6", about 280. Matthew Young.
Edgar Mitchell shooting 53% in the NEBL season 2019 season from the free throw line.
Boogie. Edgar Mitchell. Now Belize shooting 67% from the free throw line as a team. That will go up back to back now, 71.4% from the free throw line.
And it's now a 15 points lead for Team Belize with 1:26 remaining in the first half.
McIntosh for three.
From
yes!
That guy could shoot the three ball. That time he was well behind the three-point line and he nailed that shot.
The Daily Show, no good. And that's out of bounds by Antigua. Ball will remain with Team Belize, and that should be a fresh shot clock.
Turnover by the aggressiveness that time by Kirk Smith.
Kai Hall. Up top to Boogie for three. 47-32. 15-point lead for Team Belize.
Edgar Mitchell can shoot that shot, but sometimes he's reluctant to shoot it.
McIntosh inside to Clinton Joshua. Back top to D'Souza. Matthew for three. And that's over the back. Is that an offensive foul?
For a call against Matthew Young.
Okay.
As he went under the player there, number 8, Kohan D'Souza. Could have been a very dangerous play.
Yeah.
D'Souza will be at the free throw line, shooting two.
I guess both teams, Belize is over the limit. We see Matthew Young, and we see for the first time the War Angel, Elvis Oliveira. Number 8, Cohen D'Souza.
First free throw is no good with one more to go. Jacob Leslie, along with Nigel Jones from the defenders in the stands tonight. Second free throw by D'Souza, good.
As you see, Daly up top to Boogie. Screen there from Elvis. Boogie up top. Almost a turnover. Ty Hall to Boogie for three. Woo! Edgar Boogie Mitchell.
I'm telling you, that guy can shoot the three ball.
It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Let's go. McIntosh versus Daly. Screen. McIntosh. McIntosh. Block shot from the Daly Show.
Excellent help defense by Devin Daly, getting the deflection with 8.5 seconds remaining in the first half, and Team Belize looking impressive with a 17 points lead.
Daly taking a breather. Up top to...
Shot clock turn off.
And Antigua can settle for the final shot. Cohen de Souza draws the foul and will be going to the free throw line perhaps for 2 points. And if they're able to sink the second free throw, Belize will have the final shot.
Foul call against Tyrone Hall.
And De Souza makes the first free throw. De Souza.
One more free throw to go. And it's up, and that one is also good.
4 points. Last shot in the half. Half court. No good.
What a first half of basketball displayed by Team Belize as they will take a 15 points lead into the locker room. Richard Troyer coming out of the box real sharp, hitting 4 of 5 3-pointers in the first quarter. What we'll do, we'll go to a break. When we come back, we will have our halftime show for you. We'll be back.
Discover Central TV and Internet's new customer portal. Welcome to around-the-clock access with MyNextGen. Now you can connect to your personalized account online from any device. How convenient is that? Sign up is easy. Visit our website and click on the MyNextGen tab and register your account today. With MyNextGen, you can get information when you need it, anytime. We provide you with fast and easy customer support so you can always be connected. Access your billing information. Make online payments, receive alerts and notifications, troubleshoot your equipment, and much more.
Now you're in total control with MyNextGen.
For more information or to get assistance, contact us at 880-4200 or visit any of our branch offices. NextGen, powered by Central TV and Internet.
We know that in today's busy business environment, you need banking to be fast, flexible, and convenient. With Belize Bank's free online banking, you can process employee payroll, make Social Security contributions, make GST payments, process customs duty payments, view account information, pay bills, and more. Sign up for Belize Bank online today and spend more time focusing on what matters most, the success of your business. Belize Bank Online. Easy, convenient, secure.
With Smart's affordable roaming rates, I can now roam without borders.
When visiting the US or Mexico, prepaid and postpaid customers can make calls at even lower rates than in Belize, while enjoying local rates on texts and reliable data connection wherever you roam. So go ahead and go without borders.
With roaming rates so low, it's like I never left home.
Welcome to WestTrack. Our employees are working hard every day to ensure you get the right product at the perfect price. WestTrack prides itself in carrying the best brands that will be sure to provide the quality you deserve. We're here for all your agricultural, automotive, and industrial needs. With 4 locations throughout the country and an extensive line of vehicle parts, car care products, and lubricants, we are sure we'll have exactly what you need. For even faster service, you can now contact us through Facebook, WhatsApp, or email, and our phones will still be available as always. To receive the latest updates on WestTrack events, promotions, and community involvement, please follow us on Facebook. We look forward to seeing you come through our doors, and we'll be ready to ensure that you leave happy. Customer satisfaction is our goal.
Experience a great new adventure with TNT Stores Belize. Find a tour that suits your needs, from horseback riding to canoeing, cave exploration, and visiting ancient sites all across Belize. Some of our inland tours include a ride from the Morningside Horse Ranch under pristine jungle canopies to the archaeological site of Zunantanij. We offer sunset rides for the romantic, or visit the Aktun Chapat Cave. This cave is virtually unknown and is considered a part of the most extensive cave system found to date in Belize. Here at TNT Stores Belize, the adventure begins on a horseback. Not an experienced rider? No problem. We have some of the best trail horses and we practice safety first. All horses are trained and all tours are accompanied by at least 2 to 3 guides and experienced riders who can take you on your next great adventure in the pristine rainforests of Belize.
Welcome to our halftime show. Team Belize leading by 15 points over Antigua and Barbuda. What a display of shooting in the first half by Team Belize. Antigua and Barbuda closed it to as much as 1 point in the start the second quarter, but Team Belize stepped up their offense with Glincy Lopez, taking the ball very strong to the hole. Young Kirk Smith getting involved in the offense, and also Devin Daly and Edgar Boogie Mitchell hitting back-to-back three-pointers to extend it now to a 15-point lead.
Yes, Richard Troyer came out firing, as you're seeing on the screen, and it definitely that had an effect on Team Belize in terms of their confidence. We had our biggest lead in this game was 17 points. We closed the half with a 15-point lead. Team Belize shooting 49% from the field, which includes 43% from downtown to just 27% for Antigua and Barbuda. Our free throw percentage is pretty high, 71% from the field, and our largest scoring run was a 9-3 run in the first half, and we have led this ball game all but 17 seconds, which was that first three that Antigua and Barbuda came out of the gate. So you get the box score stats for you. You have
but the bright spot for Antigua and Barbuda, number 7, Joel McIntosh, lighting it up from behind the arc.
Yes.
And this guy will step out in the second half of this ball game. And if Team Belize do not close in early defensively against Joel, they could be in for a very long night.
Yes.
This guy can shoot the 3 ball.
Yes, excellent recognition there. Joel McIntosh, 3 for 3, perfect from downtown for 9 points to go along with 2 rebounds. And also off the bench, Dwayne James, who is leading our scorers with 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 turnovers. As we quickly go over to the box score for Team Belize, you have Richard Troyer leading our scorers, 5 of 7 from the field, which includes 4 of 6 from downtown to go along with 2 rebounds and 1 turnover and 1 steal. Then you have second in scoring is Edgar Mitchell with 8 points. And he is perfect from downtown with 2 of 2 from downtown to go along with 3 assists. And then third in scoring is Jihad Wright, also off the bench, 7 points to go along with 3 rebounds and 1 steal.
And Jihad Wright is perfect from the field, 3 for 3 for 100%, and perfect from the free throw line with 100%, 2 for 2. Yeah. I mean, perfect in 2-point shot with 100%, 2 for 2.
Yeah, you know, right now we just have to keep it going. We cannot let up. You know, the 3-point shots were not dropping, and that is what allowed Antigua and Barbuda to bring this to within a one-possession game. But you know, we started to take the ball inside, and then when they started to have to respect us inside, then we started to get back our 3-point shooting later on in the second quarter. So we just have to take what the defense gives us and just continue. You know, we have our foot at their necks right now. We need to just continue the pressure.
I am impressed with Matthew Young coming into the game, not for his scoring, but for his defense on the defensive glass. He has been rocking up defensively off the defensive glass for Team Belize. And you know, when you get that help that comes from off the bench, the Jihad Wright, the Edgar Boogie Mitchell, the Matthew Young, also Elvis Oliveira coming off the bench, we are seeing good things for this for Team Belize. Also Tyrone Hall coming off the bench, getting into the offensive flow. But when you look at Antigua and Barbuda, Vivian Destin, the 6'2" guard, he's having a very good night, and I'm telling you, this team is going to regroup coming out of the locker room, and the second half will be a very interesting second half because Antigua and Barbuda are here in Belize to play.
Yeah, Vivian Destin has yet to score from the field, but he is drawing fouls. He is going to the free throw line 3 or 4 from the field, to go along with 4 rebounds and 1 assist. So his penetration is effective, even though he's not racking up the points. But the thing is, he's looking for his own shot, but he now needs to try and find his other teammates. It's James and McIntosh that I feel are the hot hands for Antigua right now, and they are going to have to get more minutes in this ball game and have Destin penetrate and try to kick out 4 of those wide open shots.
We must give kudos to Brian Matthew, the 6'7" center, 42 years old, running up and down the floor with the young legs out there tonight, man. I'm telling you, I must take my hat off to this guy, you know, for the energy that he brings for Antigua and Barbuda at 42 years old.
Yeah. So it's just not happening for them thus far from the field. But free throws is what have them within striking distance. It's only a 15-point lead. Team Belize cannot get comfortable, but we just have to continue chopping at the wood until the final whistle, and I feel that Team Belize is going to be quite fine.
All right, what we'll do, we'll go to a break. When we come back, we will have a second half action for you from inside the Belize Civic Center. Belize going up against Antigua and Barbuda. We'll be back.
It's a next-gen experience. Sign up today and get the best deals. 1 month free internet and our popular speed boost. We know your viewing habits are changing, and so are we. Bundled customers now qualify for a free MyTV subscription and 1 month free Debo 3 rental. Enjoy a new way to watch TV with access to tons of video on demand, 24-hour playback features, and quick access to YouTube, Netflix, social media apps, and much more. Join the Next Gen family today. Some restrictions apply. Next Gen, powered by Central TV and Internet.
It's important that my money is safe. That's why I chose Belize Bank.
And having Belize Bank Mobile doubles as my fraud protection. Whenever my card is swiped, I get alerts that my credit or debit card has been used.
With Belize Bank Mobile, I can check my balance at any time.
I like knowing when my salary has been deposited into my account.
So I always know when I have money in my account to buy the things I like.
I enjoy the convenience of knowing I can pay my bills via text message.
I like that I know immediately if there is any unauthorized usage on my credit or debit card.
And knowing that I don't need access to the internet to get my text alert from Belize Bank is a great comfort.
The setup was hassle-free, and the service is very convenient.
Belize Bank Mobile is safe, quick, convenient, and easy. Visit any Belize Bank office and find out how you can get this service today. Belize Bank, our country, your bank.
But wait, how comes you did all of that?
How you mean I did do what I normally do for look good?
Yeah, but since government start charge GST on data, I had to cut back. And you know I love my data.
Oh, well, I don't know which provider you do it, but Smart gives me more data even though GST is charged now. So I get more for basically the same price.
Smart is giving you more data to do the things you enjoy. So, data lovers, enjoy your favorite LTE data packages with more data.
At WestTrac Belize City, we are looking to help you save both your time and money. We've also improved our stock levels to ensure we have everything you might need for your automotive or agricultural needs. Additionally, WestTrac has added heavy-duty and industrial parts to keep your trucks and equipment running. At WestTrac Belize City, we understand that your time is important, so we want to bring our services to you at your convenience. Now you can simply send us a message on WhatsApp or Facebook and we will be right there to help with any questions you may have.
As we are getting set for second half action inside the Belize Civic Center, a 15 points lead for Team Belize. In the first game that was played earlier, we saw Cuba winning over the Bahamas by a score of 88-74.
And also, that just went final. Colombia with a
huge win,
33-point victory over Bolivia.
And then Paraguay earlier winning over Guyana handsomely by 40 points, 93-53.
As we are getting set for second half action, Richard Troya at mid-court. Inbound to Clancy Lopez.
And Devin Daly hasn't established himself as yet in this ball game.
As I said, you just have to do what you can. As I said, he didn't have that spectacular outing.
Not a good screen set there by Brian White. Illegal screen call against Team Belize. And you could have seen that one coming. Brian White wasn't set for the screen.
And now Brian White. Will be his first personal. As you see, McIntosh, and trusting McIntosh in this game, trying to get as Destin.
Traveling violation.
Strain, is that an abdominal strain?
And I'm telling you, Vivian Destin is taking a beating tonight.
Yeah. And you see him with the knee brace. And now, Brian White was trying to strip that ball away from him, and him trying to go against the force of Brian White. He definitely probably pulled an abdominal muscle.
Or it could be the wind knocked out of him, as he's still down on the court. Slow getting up, but
tough youth.
It's a very good sign to see him get up and getting ready to do battle again against Team Belize. He's a very tough contender.
Yeah, it looks like a strain, like he pulled something. Ball is with Belize with a fresh 24, 15-point lead. Lindsay Lopez up top to Devin Daly, no good. And Dwayne James, and that ball will remain with
But what
Team
a defensive play by Daniel Connerkey, taking the ball out of the hand of James, but he was out of bounds. As we take a look at this once again on the replay,
and that's
his momentum took him out of bounds.
And ball with Antigua and Barbuda. McIntosh. See Dwayne James, McIntosh trying to go baseline.
Steps on the line, turnover, Antigua and Barbuda.
Daniel Connerkey, who will draw first blood in the second half. Richie, baseline, Richie, strong. No foul called. And Antigua and Barbuda. And that's a kickball.
So both teams haven't scored as yet in the third quarter.
As you mentioned earlier, Devin Daly so far held scoreless. 0 for 4 from the field with a rebound and a steal. As an Antigua and Barbuda missing there. Turnover.
That time.
Dwayne James, bounce pass to McIntosh, reverse layup, no good.
Belize will push.
Daniel Conarkey to Clinton Lopez. And that's an offense.
It's a goaltending.
That's a goaltending.
Count the basket for Glinson Lopez. First points of the third quarter.
17-point lead for Belize. McIntosh inside to James. Good defense, but a foul is called on Daniel Conarkey. And that will be Daniel's third personal.
I am amazed when the whistle is blown, the players then put their arms straight up in the air to get the referee attention to say, see, I had my arms straight up in the air before you made the call. Very interesting.
Third personal on Daniel Conarkey. He's the first to enter foul trouble. First free throw is missed. When you look at the other players with actually Clinton Lopez with 2 fouls, Richard Troyer with 2 fouls, Tyron Hall off the bench with 2 fouls.
Dwayne James at the free throw line missing his first free throw, the 6'4", 36-year-old player for Antigua and Barbuda.
And there's no one really in foul trouble on the other side for Antigua and Barbuda. Dwayne James getting ready for the second free throw.
It's up and it's good.
And there's a change. Let's see who gets on the floor.
Edgar Mitchell.
I think that's for Devin Daly.
Check into the ball game for Team Belize. Played very well in the first half.
Edgar Mitchell. And one thing I can see about Devin Daly, when he has an off night like he is, what a bounce pass! Brian White! What a pass!
Brian White coming high up top, setting the screen, and then cutting to the basket, receiving a beautiful bounce pass from Edgar Mitchell.
Inside to Sergeant. Sharif draws the foul and will be going to the line.
And that's a matchup Brian White have to deal with tonight against the Sergeant. You have to salute the Sergeant, Brian White.
Sarge in charge. Going old school in Oliver Lodge.
Yes.
The Clinton Lopez getting attended to by the training staff.
FIBA AMERICUP 2021 qualifier is brought to you by Smart, bringing people together.
Sharif Sergeant. And he missed the first. We have Sharif Sergeant. Now 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 1 point to go along with a rebound.
And he had played 29 minutes and 27 seconds of the ball game so far.
And he missed there.
The first one was long, the second one was short.
Edgar Mitchell. Edgar with the Shamgar just a while ago. Up top. And they're swinging it. Good defense here from Antigua and Barbuda, denying the perimeter shot. Destin for 3. Yes!
Vivian Destin that time spotting up behind the three-point arc, nailing the three-point shot for Antigua and Barbuda.
What a screen there. Daniel for 3. No good. Rebounded there by Dwayne James. What a move there by Dwayne James just a while ago to CC's the Sergeant. Yes!
Back-to-back three-pointers for Antigua and Barbuda. And Team Belize will call a timeout. What we'll do, we'll take a break. And then when we come back, we'll have more third quarter action from inside the Belize Civic Center. We'll be back.
We know know that in today's busy business environment, you need banking to be fast, flexible, and convenient. With Belize Bank's free online banking, you can process employee payroll, make Social Security contributions, make GST payments, process customs duty payments, view account information, pay bills, and more. Sign up for Belize Bank online today and spend more time focusing on what matters most, the success of your business. Belize Bank Online. Easy, convenient, secure.
54-42, a 12 points lead for Team Belize. After back-to-back three-pointers by Antigua and Barbuda, Belize was forced to take a timeout as we resume action.
We saw Jerome Richardson with that three-point shot with the assist from Dwayne James. 12-point lead, Team Belize. As you see, they are switched. Daniel Conarkey back top to Edgar Mitchell. Good defense here from Antigua. Daly. And a shot from as Daly going to Daniel Conarkey.
And the foul will be called against Sharif Sargent.
Sharif Sargent with the foul.
6'9" center for Antigua and Barbuda, 27 years old.
You see a block shot there from Richard Troyer. He recovers. Boogie to Daly. Can he get on the board? Yes! The Daly Show finally on the board. 57-42. 15-point lead.
Devin Daly with his first basket of the ball game.
See Clinton Joshua. And we see
that's Vivian Destin with the three-point shot that came off the front rim.
Daniel Conarkey trying to draw the foul. No good. Antigua Barbuda. 1-on-1. Euro. No. Blocking foul though. And he will be going to the line. That's number 6. Jerome Richardson will be going to the line for 2 free throws.
That time, Richard Troyer was still moving. He wasn't playing strong enough.
That is why the Eurostep is one of the most effective moves in basketball at drawing the foul.
Jerome Richardson, who plays small forward for Antigua and Barbuda at the free throw line, 6'5", and he's 33 years old.
Jerome Richardson getting ready for the first free throw.
Off the front rim. Antigua and Barbuda was making their free throws in the first half.
So Jerome Richardson has 3 points.
They have missed now 4 here in the third quarter. A lane violation call against Team Belize.
Well, he will have another opportunity, but Jerome Richardson, 3 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. The trifecta.
1 for 1 behind the three-point arc.
Can he get his first free throw make? Now, trying to go glass, no good. Daniel Conarkey, Team Belize.
When Team Belize push, good things happen for
Daly. No good from that 3-point.
That time he rushed that three-point shot a little bit.
Reverse from Jerome Richardson. And it's now a 13-point lead. Boogie up top. And Devin Daly is not having one of his better games.
Devin Daly making the move before he had the ball in his hands, creating the turnover. Ball goes back to Antigua and Barbuda.
Let's make mention, Dwayne James, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists to go along with 2 turnovers.
Ryan White out of the ball game. Kirk Smith on the floor for Team Belize.
Yes, and he has.
Along with Jihad Wright.
And Kirk Shabbat Smith Jr. has had an effect when in the ball game. You see Jerome inside to Destin. What a move there. but he missed, and Edgar Mitchell pushing Ash and bounce pass to Jihad Wright, but out of the arms.
Again, Jihad Wright this time making his move without having the ball under his control. Yet another turnover for Team Belize.
Antigua and Barbuda hanging around the action, not giving up.
And the people that are watching us from Antigua and Barbuda are wondering if basketball is very huge in the country of Belize because of the fact that the Civic Center is not full to capacity.
You know, to our defense, our country people, we like to wait and see. We want to see what type of team that the team has. And as I said, it's not that we don't produce good teams, it's just that we don't compete enough. And I guarantee you, once our viewers at home see that the product that's on the floor and that we can pull out victories, we are going to fill the Civic Center tomorrow night.
Very good defense there by Glency Lopez. After having the ball stripped from him, he came back and deflected the ball off the player there, number 10, Dwayne James of Antigua and Barbuda.
Glency Lopez, defended by Destin. Glency.
Look how quick this guy is.
Up to Boogie for three, no good. And he's trying to get his own rebound. Antigua and Barbuda, can he make it a 10-point lead? 11-point lead for Team Belize, 47-46. As Shaba Smith missing there.
Team Belize rushing their shot here in the third quarter. Antigua and Barbuda making a run, getting back in this ball game. Here comes Edgar Boogie Mitchell off this steal.
Edgar, and the foul is called on Destin.
4:26 remaining in the third quarter.
Vivian Destin with the foul.
And it's an unsportsmanlike foul. It was called against Antigua and Barbuda. Not going for the ball, but for the player, and that's a no-no in FIBA rule. So Belize will be given 2 free throws and possession.
And a lot of time it's like you need a crash course to learn the differences of NBA rules and FIBA rules, because things that you can do in the NBA that will not be called unsportsmanlike fouls is called in FIBA. But
first free throw by Edgar Mitchell, no good with 1 more to go.
Boogie Mitchell unable to make Antigua and Barbuda pay.
Second one is up, and also no good, as you can see, totally not concentrating on the free throws, Edgar Mitchell.
That is so un-Edgar-like, as he's a pretty good free throw shooter. So you see Tyron Hall in for Glency Lopez.
Daniel Connerty will be back into the ball game. Jihad Wright, that's Edgar Mitchell coming out of the game.
So Daniel Connerty in for Edgar Mitchell, as he said. Daniel Connerty, defended by Destin. Daniel Connerty, top to Jihad. See the switch. Daniel for three. No good.
As the shot clock was winding down, he had to launch that ball at least 3 feet behind the three-point arc.
Rebounded there from Sharif. Almost a turnover. Clinton Joshua recovers.
Still a lot of time on the 24-second shot clock. 9 seconds to shoot for Antigua and Barbuda.
Inside to the Surgeons.
And the foul,
draws the foul.
Foul will be called against Matthew Young. That time a little bit too aggressive.
That it's actually on Kirk Shaba Smith Jr.
And that will put the Sergeant at the free throw line. Sharif Sergeant.
Sergeant, the first free throw.
And he makes good on the first free throw. With 1 more to go, as Antigua and Barbuda slowly cutting into this lead. It's now a 10 points lead for Team Belize, and it would be a single-digit lead after the free throw.
And he missed, remaining double-digit deficit for Antigua and Barbuda. Daniel Connerty. Seeing him playing the point for a large portion of the night. Screen there, spin move, finger roll, a high layup for Daniel Conarkey. What a screen! And then he took advantage of the lane and got the points to go back up to 12. Tomahawk, no good. Denied by the rim. Sargent trying to go strong. Jihad pushing the action. Ty Hall gets it inside to Shabba Smith Jr. 61-47, 14-point lead. 3:09 remaining in the third quarter. Destin denied. Gets it inside on the other side to Sharif Sargent. Is that a foul? I believe it is a foul, but is it in the act of shooting?
I think it will be called on the floor. Let's see if he'll be going to the free throw line once again. But Sharif Sargent is a very smart basketball player. That time he had Matthew Young commit himself and then make his move to the left of Matthew Young, who was already in a bad defensive position, and he had no choice but to pick up the foul. So Sargent is now at the free throw line trying to complete his 2 free throws.
So Belize is over the limit.
His first one is no good.
But Antigua and Barbuda is not making Belize pay. Antigua and Barbuda has 2 team fouls to Belize's 5.
And there's a lot of time remaining in the third quarter, 2:57. So everything from here on will be free throws for Antigua and Barbuda, as the second one by Sargent is good.
There are now 16 of 28. They have gone to the line 28 times. As Itza from the top of the key, no good. Itza gets his own miss. Not a good pass.
He was trying to force that ball to Jihad right that time. As he had a wide open Daniel Conarkey to work with.
Bounce pass intercepted there from Richard. Sorry.
And the foul will be called against Sharif Sargent as he reached in, getting a piece of the hands of young Kirk Smith.
Just the third team foul, so that's won't award Belize any free throws. Comes to the free throw. Free throws for Team Belize. We have only gone to the line 9 times, but we've cashed in with 5 of those for 55.5%.
Brian Matthew has checked into the ball game for Antigua and Barbuda.
Daniel Conarkey crossover. Strong move high off the glass, no good. And he gets his own miss.
Elsewhere, it's
top of the key. No good. Rebounded there. And is that an offensive foul? Or do they call blocking?
It's a technical foul also called against Tyrone Hall.
Let's see what's the call
Let's see
the floor.
Let's see who the technical foul was called against. Could it be Daniel Conarkey?
So they get some word on that. We see Daniel Conarkey picking up the foul. See if it's also a technical foul as well.
Richard Troy is back in the ball game along with Devin Daly for Team Belize. 2:17 remaining here in the third quarter. 13 points lead for Team Belize.
So definitely 2 shots will be coming for Antigua and Barbuda. As I said, Team Belize is over the limit. And it also looks like a technical foul will be awarded to Antigua and Barbuda as well. So they have an opportunity.
And they will be getting possession also.
Yeah, so they have an opportunity to cut it to 10 if they can make their free throws. As I said, they are shooting 16 for 28 from the charity strike. And that's for 55.5%. So both teams shooting identical percentages.
Brian Matthew at the free throw line for Antigua and Barbuda, the 6'7" center, as he makes the first of 2 free throws.
Antigua loses this game, they are going to look at the stats and say, we had our chances at the free throw line, and they are just not cashing in. Of course, they cashed in there. So if they can shoot a high percentage moving forward with the remaining of the third quarter going into the fourth, they definitely have a chance to stick around in this ball game.
Correction, it was 1 free throw for the technical and now 2 free throws off the foul from Daniel Connorkey. And that's Dwayne James at the free throw line as he makes good on his first free throw.
Now 17 of 29 from the charity stripe. So as a team, Antigua and Barbuda is shooting 31% from the field, but their free throws have kept them in the ball game, and it's now a 10-point lead. Ty Hall. Destin going all the way, playing some monster minutes for Antigua and Barbuda. See the switch. Jihad splits the defense. What a block shot.
And that will be called the second goaltending call against Antigua and Barbuda. Count the basket for Jihad Wright.
And Jerome Richardson called for the goaltend.
He took that ball off the backboard.
Yeah. We see top, that's Dwayne James. 2, Brian Matthew trying to go high off the glass. No good. Rebounded there by Kirk Shava Smith Jr. Kirk almost runs away without the ball. Richie inside to Kirk Shava Smith. Stripped. Turnover. And Team Antigua and Barbuda have an opportunity to make this a single-digit deficit.
That time the quick hands of Dwayne James coming up with the steal.
Dwayne James, step back. No good defense here from Richie.
6 to shoot for Antigua and Barbuda.
Shot, what a shot from Brian Matthew.
42 years old showing his stuff tonight inside the Belize Civic Center.
Ty Hall draws the foul.
And that would be an unsportsmanlike foul call against Richardson, number 6, for Antigua and Barbuda. And is that my boy down again, Vivian Destin? This guy will need to take a serious ice bath tonight after this game. He has been taking a lick for the entire game.
Belize Biltmore Plaza is going to have to get a large ice bucket for him indeed. Ty Hall.
And this time it's the right ankle.
Definitely plays hard. See Vivian Destin now with 6 points. 3 or 4 from the charity strike. 6 rebounds, 2 assists. And 1 steal. Also has 2 personal fouls. When it comes to foul trouble, we have Dwayne James with 3 personal fouls. And he is leading Antigua and Barbuda. 14 points, 80% from the field, to go along with 5 of 6 from the charity strike, to go along with 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 turnovers.
Tyron Hall at the free throw line, an 87% free throw shooter in the 2019 NUBL season with Verdes. First free throw is up, and it's good.
So Team Belize not going to the charity strike a lot tonight. That is now their 10th try with 6 makes.
Second free throw is good by Tyron Hall. Possession will go back to Team Belize. 65-53. It's a 12 points lead with 1:01 remaining in the third quarter.
Team Belize now 7 of 11.
Tyron Hall for 3.
No good. Offensive rebound. What an offensive rebound from Kirk Shaba Smith Jr. just like Daddy.
And he was fouled, Peter.
Yeah, and he will be going to the line to complete the 3-point play.
Belize been aggressive all night on the offensive glass. If it's not Brian White, it's Kirk Smith or Richard Troyer.
He does not have have the girth like his father. His father is a big dude.
That kid is only about 19 years old, Peter. So he's going to develop.
Yeah, but he has the aggressiveness like his father.
Did Kirk Shabba-Smith Sr. play for Weber State? I think it was Weber State that he played for, his collegiate ball.
I would definitely have to check on that.
Here comes Devin Daly to the basket.
The Daily Show.
But look at Kirk Smith on the offensive glass with the putback.
Kirk Shabba-Smith making Daddy proud.
This kid is very exciting to watch.
17-point lead. Could be a 2-for-1. McIntosh. De Souza inside to James. Wow. Beautiful reverse.
Back to the basket.
Dwayne James. 16 points for Dwayne
Not
James.
LeBron James, but Dwayne James.
As we have Ty Hall. Ty Hall. Can he get the three? No good. And Antigua and Barbuda can get the final shot, and they won't.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Belize still holding on to a 15-point lead. What we'll do is take a break. When we come back, we'll have the fourth and final quarter for you from inside the Belize Civic Center. We'll be back.
Introducing the new Belize Bank mobile banking app. Convenient banking in the palm of your hand. It is user-friendly, secure, and free. You no longer need to go into the bank to check your account balance, make transfers from one account to another, or pay your bills. And that's not all. With the app's easy navigation, you can view your account statements, initiate transactions, and even use our locator to find the ATM or branch nearest you. Your life just got easier with the Belize Bank mobile banking app. Banking anytime, anywhere. Download the free mobile app today. The Belize Bank, our country, your bank.
Fourth and final quarter getting underway inside the Belize Civic Center with Team Belize holding on to a 15-point lead against Antigua and Barbuda.
What a third quarter Kirk Shabba-Smith Jr. had. He came into the half with 5 points, now at 12 points, a 7-point third quarter to go along with 5 points and 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. So definitely the player of the third quarter, Kirk Shabba-Smith Jr.
On the court for Team Belize, we have Devin Daly, Kirk Smith, Richard Troyer, Jihad Wright, and Tyrone Hall. For Antigua and Barbuda, we have Dwayne James, Kohan De Souza,
two-handed slam,
Brian Matthews, Joel McIntosh, and Jerome Richardson.
This is that beautiful two-hand finish there from Jihad Wright. Now a 17-point lead. Jerome James up top. And the three no good off the hands of Team Antigua and Barbuda. And now Belize have an opportunity to make this a 20-point game if they're to cash in on a 3-point shot or a 2-on-1. 9:35 remaining in the contest. Ty Hall. Turnover. Brian Matthew. No, Belize remains with it. Kirk to the Daily Show. No, up top to Richard Troyer. Foot on the line. But
Ty Hall right there to clean up on the offensive glass with the easy left-hand layup as Team Belize opened up a 19 points lead here in the fourth and final quarter.
Poor box out from Team Antigua and Barbuda. Is fatigue setting in? A lot of these players are getting some serious minutes. McIntosh draws the foul.
And the foul will be called against Kirk Smith. McIntosh will be going to the free throw line shooting free throws.
So we see Vivian Destin, 26 minutes, 19 seconds out of a possible 31 minutes thus far. 90 minutes for Jerome Jefferson, 14:45 for Joel McIntosh, 23:37 for Dwayne James. So the fatigue is setting in for these guys as McIntosh picks up gets the free throw to go, now an 18-point lead. We see for Team Belize, we've been able, with the exception of Devin Daly, everybody is under 20 minutes of play. Daly, no good.
Long on a three-point shot.
Bunged there by Brian Matthew. Antigua and Barbuda. Matthew, step back for James. No good. And that's out of bounds, back to Team Belize.
Earlier it was Cuba winning over the Bahamas.
Clancy up top to Jihad Wright. Strong move. Jerome James. Sorry, that is Cohen De Souza with the rebound. Up top to Dwayne James. McIntosh for three. No good. That foul will be called on Kirk Smith Jr., I believe.
Or is it on Glincy Lopez? Yes, the foul is on Glincy Lopez. Timeout. Team Belize, what we'll do, we'll take a break and then we will come back with more action.
Smart has gone from good to great. Yo!
Flex, Choice, Select, and Plus.
Because Smart's postpaid plans have been pumped up. Our Flex Junior and Choice plans now have voice, text, and data. So you get to enjoy even more for the same price. That's great, but we didn't stop there. Select and Plus plans customers get 75% more data to stream, download, and surf, plus unlimited talk and text. You can ask about our share and enterprise plans, so don't hold back, because Smart has gone from good to great.
Team Belize holding on to an 18 points lead with the steal.
And that is Cohen De Souza getting it back.
But he went over the baseline, and so possession will go back to Team Belize. The hustle of Glincy Lopez that time, putting pressure.
David Daly up top to Brian White. Switch. Almost losing it is Clancy Lopez, but he recovers. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Splits the defense. Block shot from Dwayne James. Dwayne James pushing the action. Euro doesn't get it to go.
Richard Troyer looking
Matthew
for the
for three.
foul.
No good. And helter-skelter in this Belize Civic Center.
And that foul is called against Glincy Lopez, and I have him for 4 fouls, or that could well be his 5th foul. It's his 4th foul. Sloppy basketball by both teams.
Daniel Kanarki has fouled out of the game. So he finishes with 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Brian White didn't have to foul, but he did.
And Clancy Lopez has 4, so the next one, and Clancy is gone.
Brian White now with 3. So Team Belize rocking up the falls here in the fourth quarter.
And against a team like Cuba, you know, the physicality is going to be there. So we have to play smart tomorrow night. Quincy Lopez, crossover. See the good zone defense there. Good defense from Antigua. Coupe, sorry. Boom!
What a display of ball movement by Team Belize, hitting Richard Troyer in stride for the wide open tree ball.
Very patient, moving the ball around and get the shot you wanted at the end of the day. Now a 19-point lead. Can they get it to 20 plus? Richie, what a pass! Daly is blocked. Yeah, good block there from Jerome Richardson.
Yeah.
Can Team Belize get the biggest lead of the night? Daly for three. Boom! The Daly Show! Held scoreless in the first half. No, wait. Is that 9 points?
And the foul will be called against Devin Daly, a blocking foul, as that time Joel McIntosh had him beat going to the basket.
My correction. So as Devin Daly is substituted after that three-point shot, he leads the game momentarily with 6 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal.
McIntosh at the free throw line for Antigua and Barbuda, as we see Richard Troyer checking out. Lindsay Lopez checking out. Tyron Hall in the ball game. Edgar Boogie Mitchell on the court also for Team Belize. First free throw by McIntosh is good with 1 more to go.
Second free throw.
Antigua and Barbuda will be facing Bahamas tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. and Belize will be going up against Cuba at 8 p.m.
Cuba. Ty Hall, step back.
That should be at 6 p.m.
Edgar missing. What an offensive rebound. What he missed there. Kirk Shabba-Smith Jr. Just love this young man,
That
man.
kid have a lot of energy. He's very smart. His basketball IQ is very high. He plays with serious aggression, and he's always moving relentless on both the defensive and offensive glass.
That is something that is missing from today's game with our young players that is coming up, that aggression. Everybody sees the Steph Currys and want to take just the three-point shots, but nobody wants to get dirty inside and get those rebounds and those second chance points. That is how you play basketball. Kudos to Kurt Shabba-Smith Sr. What a product you have here in this country representing us. See, Destin.
Off the front.
Sorry,
rim.
that's number 11, Alexis Jackson.
First time in the ball game, the 19-year-old for Antigua and Barbuda.
And we see number 12, Kwame. Great weight. Did I say it correct?
You said it correct.
Okay. I was waiting to pronounce that name. And Braithwaite is on the board with a free throw.
No, that's Alexis Jackson with the free throw, the 19-year-old, and that kid has some serious height.
Shit, what a sham guard from Edgar Mitchell. Almost turns it over though. Kurt Shabba-Smith Jr., what a move there, but he missed.
So we have 5:36 remaining in the ball game.
Pass,
that was
telegraph.
a bullet pass.
Yeah. Jerome kicks it back out. Draws the foul is
offensive foul call against
Sousa.
$20 points lead for Team Belize with 5:24 remaining in the ball game.
Kurt Shabba-Smith Jr. calling his number all night. What a game he is having.
And remember, the top 2 teams from this tournament will move on to join the likes of USA, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Venezuela.
The boogie. Kurt Shabba-Smith for 3. Boom! Kurt Smith Jr.
And there goes the Belize flag as the fans inside the Civic Center feeling it for Kirk Smith Jr.
McIntosh going strong. What a block shot from Ellsworth. It's
The foul will be called against Jihad Wright. Clean block, but the foul was already called against Jihad Wright.
McIntosh back to the line. In and out.
And fatigue surely taking over Antigua and Barbuda here in the fourth quarter as they were making their free throws.
And Antigua and Barbuda, you know, they haven't shot a high percentage, 30% from the field, but going to the line 38 times is definitely a positive for them going up against Bahamas tomorrow, but they have to shoot a higher percentage to stay in the ballgame. Tie for three. No good.
And he was fouled. Not a good foul there by Dwayne James.
Was his foot on the line or was he behind the arc?
He'll be shooting 3 shots.
3 shots, okay.
3 free throws.
Not a substitution.
Tyrone Hall out of New York.
Timeout.
What we'll do, we'll go to a break. When we come back, we have 4:28 remaining in the ball game. We'll be back.
It's a next-gen experience. Sign up today and get the best deals. 1 month free internet and our popular speed boost. We know your viewing habits are changing, and so are we. Bundled customers now qualify for a free MyTV subscription and 1 month free Debo 3 rental. Enjoy a new way to watch TV with access to tons of video on demand, 24-hour playback features, and quick access to YouTube, Netflix, social media apps, and much more. Join the Next Gen family today. Some restrictions apply. Next Gen. Powered by Central TV and Internet.
21 points lead for Team Belize with 4 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the ball game. Tyrone Hall at the free throw line. Make that 4:28 as he made good on his first free throw with 1 more to go.
Just our 13th trip to the line. 13th opportunity.
And
now 10 of 14.
He missed the second. Sorry, it was he was fall behind the 3-point arc, so it was 3 free throws as he gets his 3rd free throw up, and that is good. 2 out of 3 for Tyrone Hall.
Make that 10 of 15 from the charity strike for 67%. So Team Antigua going more so to the bench. Turnaround jumper is good by Alexis Jackson.
Sweet jump shot from the elbow.
So 5 quick points for Alexis Jackson.
Kickball call against Antigua and Barbuda. Reset the shot clock will remain at 18 seconds. The game clock at 4 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah, correction, make that 3 points for Alexis Jackson. So we have Jihad Wright. Good pass out. Ty Hall for 3. Boom! Beautiful ball movement to break down the defense of Antigua and Barbuda. Yes! So we have Selassie Braithwaite for 3. And he is on the board now with 3 points.
Edgar Boogie Mitchell.
Ty Hall to Boogie for 3. In and out. Fast break opportunity for Antigua and Barbuda. Offensive foul. Ball will go back to Team Belize. 21-point lead. Very comfortable margin. charging for the home team.
We have a timeout call on the floor. What we'll do, we'll go to a break, and then we will be back for the conclusion of this game between Belize against Antigua and Barbuda. We'll be back.
Our country.
Our country.
Everybody. Our country.
Our country.
Our country. Our country.
The Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
As we are back inside the Belize Civic Center, Team Belize holding on to a 21 points lead and have possession.
See the help defense trying to come around for Antigua and Barbuda, but they are late than Jihad
What a
Wright.
strong move by Jihad Wright, going against 3 defenders for Antigua and Barbuda, and with the left hand kissing that ball off the glass.
Just seeing a relentlessness and a fearlessness from this Team Belize squad.
Tomorrow will be a big test for Team Belize going up against Cuba.
Ty Hall for 3. Grazes the rim. Definitely, the question for me coming in was, can we score in the 70s? Can we score even in the 80s? And we have surpassed all those expectations. We are at 90 points. And we definitely are going to have to bring that sort of intensity tomorrow. And what I like is that Richard Troyer setting the table early, setting the trend for this team, and we never look back since. We have led all but 17 seconds in this ball game. What are we going to do if we face adversity? Richie for 3. No good. We have to see how this team responds to adversity if we meet that tomorrow night against Cuba. McIntosh for 3. No good. Take a chance opportunity. Offensive rebound from Selassie Braithwaite. Up top to McIntosh. Pump fake. McIntosh for 3. No good.
2 minutes remaining in the ball game.
The 2-minute warning as we are winding down this action. Again, fans watching at home, come out and support your countrymen. This team is for real.
8 seconds to shoot for Team Belize. Here comes Quincy Lopez.
Tie for 3. Boom! Tie Hall! 93-67.
And look at the bench for Team Belize.
Save some for tomorrow, guys.
Richard Troyer with the takeaway.
Richie gives it to Clancy. Richie. Can he make it a 29-point lead? Richie for 3. Earmark.
Yeah, arm getting weak.
McIntosh. Corner 3. Yes! For Antigua and Barbuda. What a shot from Selassie Braithwaite.
The southpaw.
Inside the final minute. 23-point lead. Clancy up top to tie for 3. Off the side of the backboard.
Team Belize getting too happy now shooting the 3 ball.
And a foul is called as Kwame Braithwaite will be going to the line for 2 free throws.
I love the play of Selassie coming off the bench. This guy have a very good stroke from behind the 3-point line, and I know that we will be seeing more of him tomorrow against the Bahamas.
Yeah, Antigua and Barbuda has the potential to pull off an upset tomorrow against Bahamas. They just have to cash in on those free throws and keep themselves in the game. cannot fall behind as they did tonight against Belize. They had tons of opportunities.
One more free throw.
Now they're 40th free throw. Now 24 of 40.
That's Kwame. That's getting some minutes.
So even 60% from the field. Intercepted. Fast break opportunity, but it's Edgar Mitchell picks the pocket. Ty Hall. Boogie. And they will run this clock down. Final 20 seconds. Richie for three. Woo! Richie Troyer. Save it for tomorrow.
Richie having fun on the basketball court tonight.
Richard Troyer. And that's all she wrote. Belize, 26-point victors over Antigua and Barbuda.
That's the end of the ball game, folks. A very impressive win for Team Belize. A 26 points win over Antigua and Barbuda. And what can I say about Coach Milton Palacio, the job that he have done with this team in a short period of time to have them come out tonight and play very aggressive basketball. But like we mentioned, the test will come tomorrow night against Cuba.
Yes. And the shooting of Richard Troyer is key, especially early on. As I said, he played some stretch 4, he played some 5 tonight, and having your 4 and 5 producing from downtown in the way he did tonight is definitely crucial to force the big for Cuba, the agent 00 from Cuba. So that matchup between Richard Troyer and Cuba tomorrow is going to be key to open up those lanes. I feel that Belize has the firepower on offense to go toe-to-toe with Cuba. And I feel that, we can definitely pull this one off. Again, we were the underdogs in the Dominican Republic against Cuba. We pulled out the victory there. Why not, pulling this one out at home tomorrow night?
I am impressed by this set of players that has been selected to represent Belize in this tournament. All players got some time tonight. All 12 players for Team Belize got some time tonight. Some more than others, but Coach Milton Palacio with the confidence to have all players play tonight because he know going up against Cuba tomorrow, he might only can go 9 deep.
Yes, and definitely who but Kirk Shaba Smith. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell definitely rung tonight for Kirk Shaba Smith. 15 points, 6 rebounds. He has to watch their personal fouls. Daniel Conakry fouled out tonight. Kurt Chavez-Smith was in foul trouble to go along with Richard Troyer and Matthew Young with 3 fouls apiece. And, these guys weren't getting a lot of minutes, for Matthew Young to pick up 3 fouls in 10 minutes. They have to watch the personal fouls. They have to. This game is going to be physical tomorrow. And the more physical team, the one that can keep their players from falling out tomorrow could be the one that pulls the victory tomorrow. That's the adjustment for me for Milton Palacio moving forward. Guys not getting too aggressive, try to play play smart, and definitely Belize has a chance tomorrow against Cuba. I'm definitely confident.
And I'm going to say that the team that win that game tomorrow between Belize and Cuba will be the team that could go undefeated in this tournament and move on to the next round. Remember, two top team from Group A and Group B will be moving on. Let's take a look at some of the stats from both teams, starting with Team Belize.
Yes, the victors, Team Belize, Ty Hall, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. And 1 block shot in little under 17 minutes of play. Edgar Mitchell, 8 points, 8 assists. to just 3 turnovers plus 5 in the assist to turnover ratio. So definitely good point guard play from Edgar Mitchell. Kirk Shabba-Smith Jr., as you mentioned earlier, 15 points, 6 rebounds. Got to watch those personal fouls.
He turned it up in the second half.
Yes, he had 5 first half points and had 10 second half points from the field. Richard Troyer finishing the night to set the table and definitely dined well tonight for 20 points, going 6 of 11 from downtown to go along with 4 rebounds and 2 steals. And then off the bench, you had Devin Daly. You know, he had 0 points in the first half.
Not to cut you across, Peter, but you might say Matthew Young with 2 points, but that 2 points came at a very crucial time when Antigua and Barbuda was making a run against Team Belize.
And as he got in the game, he scored immediately, and that set the tone and confidence for the bench. The question mark, Belize, was how will the bench play tonight? And the bench definitely showed up for us. You had Jihad right off the bench with 13 points. When you have a potential MVP candidate from the San Pedro Tiger Sharks coming off the bench, it definitely bodes well for you. 13 points in under 20 minutes with 4 rebounds and 2 steals.
Tyrone Hall and Jihad Wright, 28 points coming off the bench, and that's just between 2 players.
Yes, so final stats for Team Belize: 43% from the field, 67% from the free throw line. One thing I don't really like, just 15 trips to the line. I need more physicality from our guys. You know, 15 free throws to 38 for Team Antigua.
For Antigua and Barbuda, we have Dwayne James with 18 points, had a big night to go along with 10 rebounds, double-double for Dwayne James, but he will need more help tomorrow. Joel McIntosh with 13 points to go along with 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He also had 2 personal fouls in the ball game. And so Antigua and Barbuda could surprise the Bahamas tomorrow, and they can pick up their first victory.
Yes, 38 free throws is definitely confidence for Antigua and Barbuda. They just need to cash in at a higher percentage. You know, when you go to the charity strike, the game slows down, and that definitely supports a pace with some of the more aged players that they have on their team.
So before we go, we want to thank our sponsors, Central TV and Internet, Belize Bank, Our Country, Your Bank, Smart, bringing people together, and Westrat, customer satisfaction is our goal. For Peter Lacey and the rest of the TNC crew, I am Reynard Garbutt saying thank you for joining us from the Belize Civic Center. We'll be back here tomorrow for the Belize-Cuba game.
You're watching the